Ready for white shirts and background lighting. Hi, I'm back. Today's a crazy filming day. I'm getting a whole bunch of stuff out of the way because I've been slacking and I'm tired of slacking. What do we got? Actually, let's get this out of the way too. Welcome to all the new subscribers. Welcome to everybody that's been hanging out for a while. Thanks for all of the comments and all that. We've been getting a lot of new subscribers lately. The channel's going crazy in a good way. So, back to where we were. What do we got today? Today's kind of special. We'll just show you this. We got a genuine MRE. For those that don't know what an MRE is, it stands for Meals Ready to Eat. These are made by the government. The man. This is the man's food. I was in the military back in the 90s, and they weren't as fancy as this. Although, when I was in the military, they had some things that they don't have anymore. But I think the menus here are kind of a lot better than what I had. And what else to open up manly food with? A manly knife. We got a genuine K-bar. That's what we're going to open our food with. Choppy, choppy. Ooh, and it cuts too. So, these things are about they're like maybe 3,000 to 5,000 calories. There's a lot of calories in these things, but you don't eat these 3 times a day. When you're the people that are enlisted they know what I'm talking about. You don't eat these all the time. You kind of make them last throughout the day. You've got to drink a lot of water with them. If you don't drink a lot of water with them and eat them like a couple of times a day, you will not poop for a month. It doesn't have Imodium in them, but you'd think it did. The longest I've ever had to eat them was 7 days. And I think I'm the only person at the time that actually liked MREs. But this menu here is the menu number 16. It's rib-shaped barbecued flavored pork patty. And that's usually all they tell you. You can look up the menu numbers and all that. But when I was enlisted, I went to White Sands for a month for training, and I was under the impression that the only MREs that were even being made were corned beef hash, we call it corned beef trash, omelet with ham, yay for eggs that don't need refrigeration, and it was like tuna and rice or chicken and rice, until we found out that the lieutenants in my battalion were snatching all these things ahead of time and taking out all the good menus and putting all the crap ones back in to they drive by us and throw it out the window. Here's your food and keep on driving. Yeah. So, for a time there, I lived solely off of corned beef and eggs. Thank you. It's lovely being at the bottom of the ladder. But let's check it out. Sometimes they have little random treats. These are double packed. The ones I had back in the 90s weren't, which is, I don't know, I guess gives you, it's not like these things have a shelf life, they say, of like 10 years, but yeah, I've had back when I was in high school, way back in the 80s, we ate some that were like close to 20 years old. They were like the old dark brown packages. So when you open this guy up, this little guy is your heater. I haven't used one of the new heaters. The old heaters, it used to be kind of like a wafer in there. And we didn't use them to heat our meals. We used to break them all up, and I drove a Hemet when I was in the Army. I used to drive ammunition for MLRS, so we'd follow track vehicles around all the time. But we would crumple this stuff up and put it in a little plastic Coke bottle, put some water in it, and shake it up, and then when you drive by the other truck, you're like, hey! Throw it in their window and see if you can splatter them with water when it blows up. So that's probably why they changed these. I haven't tried that with the new ones, and it's funny how it even has a thing on there saying, don't eat the contents of this. Yeah, it's chemicals. Ooh. Hey, look at that. We have Challenge cool mints with caffeine. That's kind of neat. These are sugar, maltodextrin, natural peppermint, caffeine, vegetable oil, magnesium, and Rebiana? I don't know what the heck that is. It's about time they come out with crap like this. When I had to stay up all night watching whatever, make sure the trees didn't move or whatever, we had to chew on the coffee packets, and you know, you poke yourself in the eye to stay awake. And since I drove a big truck, we always had a grocery store in the back, because I didn't have to carry it. I just kept it in the back of the, it's a 10-ton truck, so just throw everything in the back. So we always had snacks and beanie weenies and chili and all that kind of stuff, but you know, you always bring Tabasco. This is a lemon lime flavored, it's a fruit juice basically, it's like Kool-Aid. They always say, don't ever pour this in your canteen because you need to keep canteen clean. All, yeah, whatever, everybody did that. Let's just mix this guy up. That is a funky greenish blue color. Tortillas. Not to get sidetracked, I've tried the tortillas in these new ones. These taste like ass. I'm sorry. I opened up another one. I got a couple of these off of eBay, and one of them was, it was like a trash can. It was spaghetti or pasta or whatever, marinara sauce, which it was okay. The side dish to it was like a flattened cinnamon roll. There was like some funky bread. It looked like a, if you ever seen bread in the MRE, that's not bread. That's a bread like wafer. And then for some reason, pasta and marinara sauce needed tortillas to go with it, because this was a little thing. And okay, this has barbecue sauce. Okay, usually these things here you get like peanut butter and cheese, and then some kind of really super dried crackers. This one came with mayonnaise. How much is this? How many ounces? Well, it's 28 grams. What's one serving? Oh, there it is. It's 1 ounce. What are you going to do with 1 ounce sleeve of mayonnaise? Especially when you've got a cinnamon bun, tortillas, and pasta with marinara sauce. I'm sorry. If I was deployed somewhere, I'd be pissed off because it's hotter than heck all day. Most of the time you're humping around a bunch of heavy stuff. You're pissed off. You finally get some shade. You sit down, take a drink of water. Let's see what we got to eat. Oh, a sleeve of mayonnaise. I don't know. I would be mad. That would make me want to just break something. But this is barbecue sauce. But I really don't understand why they put a sleeve of mayonnaise in there. Because I grew up in California. You don't put mayonnaise on tortillas. That's disgusting. And that was just like, anyway, they give you a spoon, blah, blah, blah. It was like they had a bunch of crap laying around and they didn't know what to do with it, so they just stuck it all in one meal thing. And this has loads of sugar in it. There's like some, yeah, you can see that. It's kind of lumpy. See, they tell you not to put this stuff in your canteen because if you have to, you can use your canteen to wash things off with, like if you get hurt or something like that. But this stuff here, I never got a canteen cup. Well, maybe I did, but I don't remember using it. But I mean, this stuff, you got to shake this stuff up. If you keep a Coke bottle around that doesn't have chew in it, I guess you could shake it up in that. But this stuff's really hard to dissolve. It's almost dissolved. Kind of looks like a weird Gatorade. What else do we got here? Yeah, so we got 2 sleeves. Here's the other one, grape jelly. This stuff's not bad. They give you like the most popular ones. I like the cheese, and I like the new peanut butter is better. The old peanut butter, you had to knead the crap out of that. Otherwise, if you squirt it in your mouth, you got a mouthful of oil and then some like dry, lumpy stuff. That stuff now is mixed up pretty well. The grape jelly's pretty good too. And this is a beef snack. Man, this is like a grocery store. There's the peanut butter. So we got peanut butter and jelly and tortillas and barbecue sauce. And then they have, wow, this has hardly got anything in it. This is like your little, I don't know what you call it, toiletries or whatever you. Usually they're filled with a lot more stuff than this. Here's your beverage base lemonade. It's basically the lemon version of that. 2 chiclets. You always get chiclets. They don't even give you matches anymore. They used to get a book of matches. There's a moist towelette, iodized salt, and you may think that's a napkin. That's toilet paper. I never had to use this toilet paper because I had a 24-pack of Charmin in the back of my truck. But then again, if you're eating MREs all day, you're not going to need this. That's the extent of your toilet paper. That's why it's important when our troops are deployed to send them packages of neat things like wipes and food and stuff like that. Keep the troops happy. This doesn't have hardly anything in it. I guess they're not encouraging smoking anymore because they used to always have a little green pack of matches. This doesn't have that in there. But you know, you got some butt wipes, you got some toilet paper, you got your chiclets, and usually your main dishes come in the little cardboard things. So this one is a rib-shaped barbecue flavored pork patty. Caramel powder and smoke flavor added. You don't want to know what's in these because it's got a shelf life of like 1,000 years. As long as you don't freeze them solid or put them in like 1,000,000 degrees, they'll last a long time. I've had some that were, that's like I said, 20 years old and they tasted fine. You know, it's in a little vacuum sealed deal. I mean, it's kind of a neat process. I wasn't going to heat this up, but I mean, this comes with a potato and cheddar soup. I wasn't going to use the heater because I'm inside, but it's not bad. I mean, this is like a sleeve of potato soup. Let's heat the soup up. So what you got to do, it's got directions on it. You got to be a moron if you can't figure this out. But then again, there's a lot of challenged people out there. It's not going to burn your hand, but basically you fill it up to the line, you stick your meal in there, you fold the top over and you stick the box back on it and you just let it sit there and let it warm up. We might be able to get both of these into one sleeve, but I don't think we will. So we're going to go with heating up the soup. So we'll do this. It lets off a little steam and there might be a little bit of a funky smell, but I mean, as long as you don't drink the stuff that's in here, you're doing okay. So, like I said, I never used these things. I just ate them cold. I think I was the only one that, I mean, I didn't mind the corned beef hash, but the omelet with ham, and there was one that had tuna in it. It was like tuna and pasta that was just, oh. But when it's all you got to eat, and you run out of, we used to call it pogey bait, stuff we bought from the store. If you run out of all the store-bought stuff, it's what you got to eat. And stuff this guy, get in there, damn you. There we go. There you go. So you got the little fill line, and we'll just do this in the sink. I've never overfilled one of these before. So there, we filled it up. We fold the top over. You can hear it kind of sizzling already. And then, doo-doo-doo. There. I can already feel it getting warm. You can hear it sizzling. We're going to put that in the sink and just let it fester. Now, it's more fun blowing those up. Yeah. So, we got the pork patty. We'll hold off on that. Let's see what the beef snack is. This is actually a fairly, I can hear it cooking over there. This is a fairly meaty package. If you're lucky, hey, there you go, beef jiggy. If you're lucky, you get M&Ms. They used to put little bottles of Tabasco in the little butt wipe package. In the Tabasco, you need Tabasco in a lot of the stuff because it's, you know, they mean well and you got to eat when you're out in the woods and doing whatever, the desert or anything like that. But this stuff just sucks when you got to eat it over and over and over and over and eat it cold or whatever. You eat it with dirt all over you and everything else. Tabasco goes a long way, but I guess they don't put that in here anymore. But every once in a while you'll get a package of M&Ms, and those are like gold. That's kind of like woo when you open those things up. And then people try and buy them off you, trade you cigarettes for them, toilet paper for them, and all that stuff. But no, my M&Ms are my M&Ms. Stupid thing. Crap. This is a giant beef snack. Look at that beef jerky. Looks like a square fatty Slim Jim. It's kind of dry. It's got a nice peppery flavor. It's like pepper jerky. Really beefy. I haven't had this one before. Never had it. I don't remember ever having a beef snack on any of my older ones. Oh, sometimes you get a dessert. I'm surprised this doesn't have a dessert. Usually there's something sweet. I like the lemon bar kind of looking things. It looks like a flattened out cupcake. Everything's dry. You got to drink water. You just get so constipated. But there's like a chocolate one, like a chocolate brownie. There's a lemon poppy seed one, and now they're putting like sweet rolls and stuff like that. You get a Ranger bar that's kind of like a really loaded like energy bar that's got flaxseed and oatmeal and all that kind of stuff in it. That one's actually really tasty. It's like, once again, it's kind of dry. You got to drink water with it. Hydration's a big thing, so maybe they do it like that to dry out your mouth, kind of like McDonald's does with their French fries. They load them with salt so you buy a drink. That's not bad. This is one of those things. This is like a alternate to chew. Just about everybody I knew in the military chewed tobacco. You put some of this in your lip, you're good to go for a couple hours. I'll save that over there. Let's see what else we got. So that was a beef snack. We'll use the toilet paper to wipe our hands. Let's see what... This is the rib-shaped barbecue pork patty. Smells like pork. Kind of has some diaperish looking. Ooh, there's a lot of liquid in there. I don't know if you can see inside that bag, but that does not look attractive. There is your rib-shaped pork patty. Let's give it a try. Get this guy a little bit more. See, even out of all that, the sugar still hasn't dissolved all the way. There's like a little lump down the bottom. These are good spoons. The old ones used to snap all the time. These aren't too bad. They're a little bit more bendy. This is like a McRib. This is like, I call this particle pork. Pork patty. It's not bad. It's got some lumpy bits in it, like got some fatty bits in it. That means you know it's real pork if it's like that. I would not be mad at this at the end of the day. Let's see. It's kind of weird having 3 of these in here. Peanut butter and jelly. Usually whenever I got peanut butter, it was just straight peanut butter. But it was kind of a score getting 2 of these. But where's the crackers? I like the crackers. Let's see what their barbecue sauce is all about. These things are kind of hard to tear. That's why we got jumbo knife there. That's an attractive sound. Sounds like poopies. Yeah. Not too bad. It's kind of like a KC masterpiece kind of deal. Well, if you spread that all over, of course you don't have a plate when you're out in the field. You just kind of squeeze from one tube to another. That's not bad, but the pork patty's kind of fatty. I don't know if that's like real fat or if that's like chemicals made to taste like fat. Yeah, that's fat. Not bad though. At least you're ending your day with a little bit of meat. Let's try our delicious green beverage. Granted, you're only supposed to mix this with like a cup of water. If you're kind of like drained in the heat and you drink one of those mixed the way it's supposed to, you're like, ding, sugar high, and then you're good to go for another couple hours. What was I going to say? Oh, in one of the other packs, it was like a big flat sleeve, kind of like what the drink came in, but it was a strawberry shake, which actually wasn't bad. You pour your water in it, and it's got a little zip top, and you shake it all up and do all that kind of stuff with it, and then drink it. It's like a lukewarm strawberry shake. It wasn't too bad. Probably should have turned a fan on. It's like 95 degrees outside, which isn't too bad compared to where most of you are, but this is Washington. This doesn't get 95. Well, I used to always keep a spoon. You always gotta have a spoon. Let's put this aside. Let's see if our soup is warm. It feels warm. Wow, it's still... See if you can hear that. It's cooking away. It's actually, I mean, it's not going to burn your hand, but it's pretty warm. I've been patient. Let's give this guy a try. So there's the little, can't really see it, but the guy's sizzling away in there. Gonna dump the water off. That water's kind of funky. I want to get that crap on the outside off. Maybe that's why I didn't use the heaters, because I don't like that weird cloudy water that's left all over the package. I mean, you're eating it right out of the package. You don't want to eat that stuff. You can hear it sizzling away in the sink. And this is actually pretty warm. Well, sometimes they have the little check marks here on either side, so you open it up and eat it like out of a pouch. And other times you kind of work your way down. But we're just going to cut the top off. And we'll just... You got little bits everywhere. I don't know if you can see in there. I'm trying not to dump it out all over the place. But this is the steam coming out of the sink. This is the potato cheese soup. It looks very potato-y and cheesy. It needs a little salt. That's probably why they'll give you a salt packet. But that's not bad. Got like little bits of ham in it. Alright, but I can definitely keep that. Put that over here. So we've had the pork patty, we've had the beef stick, and we've had the potato and cheese soup. We've had our green drink. I feel strangely caffeinated now. Now, let's get to this. I have no idea where they're going with these tortillas. These feel like rubber, and they taste, or they smell real doughy, like it's just loaded with flour. But I guess you can take the peanut butter, and these are kind of tough to get open. They used to have a little rip tab thing on the side, but now they don't, which is kind of annoying. So now I guess we can do a little fart of peanut butter on there, and we'll try some grape jelly. Grape jelly. Yummy liquid. Hope you can see that. I've never had. I'm serious. I've never had the peanut butter and jelly combination. Usually you get one or the other. But they used to give out crackers. I haven't seen crackers in the new ones. All you guys that are enlisted right now, do they still have the crackers? I mean, it's not like it's the best tasting thing in the world, but it's better than these nasty tortillas. See, that is not a tortilla. And you know, I feel sorry for anybody who has to eat these things. I guess with the cheese, it's a little bit better, but I mean, when you're in the military, if you're deployed or anything like that, people aren't known for their, like, field food isn't like the best in the world. It's not 4-star dining. It's supposed to give you calories so you keep going. But granted, the crackers are really dry and really hard. They're better than this. It's just like a big wad of dough. It's like eating bread that's not finished yet. Ugh. They're trying really hard. Some of the other bread, like the old bread from the 90s, was horrible. It was like eating sawdust. The newer stuff, they're trying really hard to get something that's shelf stable, but it doesn't taste like bread. I think the worst one is the herb bread, or herb encrusted bread. It's just foul. And one of them was I got a pack of like 5 and just opened them all up and see what was in there, but I saved this one for the camera. But yeah, there was an oatmeal cookie. You used to get oatmeal cookies that were like a brand name. It wasn't Mother's cookies, it was something else, but those were good. These were just like dry, crunchy sugar. It was just gross. I spit it out. Oh. Washing it down with sugar. Everybody knows what chiclets taste like. That's why they don't give you pepper. They used to give you salt and pepper. It's kind of weird. Maybe they're getting stingy. But these, I've never seen. These are, wow. These are caffeinated mints. These things are big. These better not be one of those government sponsored, whatever, going to make my head explode candy. It's okay, get that tortilla out of my mouth. Wow. And these are made in Dublin, California. Yeah, California. Those have kind of a funky taste. Maybe that's the caffeine part of it. I don't know. Well, I guess there's sugar stuck at the bottom. Ew, that didn't go together. Peppermint and green does not go together. Anyway, I think we called it good. MREs. You can live off them. Kind of like Crocodile Dundee said back in the day. Yeah, you can live off of it, but it tastes like shit. Brings back memories. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Hooray for food packaged by the man. Glad I don't have to eat it anymore. I feel sorry for you guys that are out there eating that stuff on a regular basis now. That brings back weird memories. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for all the comments. I like hearing from you guys. I will be back soon. Bye.